Hey tubes, I'm still working on this little foot peg here. I decided to do something. I was going to put two little notches in it, and I was just going to grind it, but I said to myself, I said, we got this mill over here, and it's already set up with a collet and everything, so all I got to do is put it in there. Instead of grinding, I'm going to use our little mill. See how it works. Like I said, I just want to make a notch out of that, so when I shove it in there, it'll hold it in place while I weld it. Plus it might even give it a little more strength. Let's see how this thing works. This is a perfect kind of thing for this, you know. Like I say, normally I would have just ground that out, but let's see if I can do this left-handed. That's about where I want it. Turn it in. Let me square it up here. I'm doing this left-handed. For some reason you can't hold these cameras with your left hand. There we go. Let's just square that off. Like I said, normally I would have just ground that off, but since we had this all set up, had the bit in there and everything, why not, right? Alright, let's see how it fits. Alright, let's see how it worked out here. You see that? Just two little notches on the side there. I guess they're only about an 1/8 inch deep or so, but looks like it worked out pretty good. Here's our foot peg. Let's see if I can stick it in there. There we go. Oh. There we go. Nope. Oh, hold up. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. I was sort of banking on the inside, these not being that round, and it seemed to work out. So we got. There you go. There you go. Tough to figure out how to operate this camera, but that's all I wanted, just a little notch just to hold it in place so I can weld it, plus give it a little more strength. So let me weld that up so it looks like. Alright, welded that up. It came out alright. I usually let Mike and little Racer do my welding because you know, they're used to the MIG. I was raised on a stick, so I can arc weld like a madman, but you know, it's easier to just let them guys do it and it comes out looking good, but I'm satisfied with that. Here's that hand grip. I took the hand grip off. A lot of guys left comments on how to take it off and stuff, but you got to remember, this isn't rubber like we know it. You know, this is almost you know, it's just so brittle. Listen to it. You know, it's not soft at all. If I started hacking on that and sticking screwdrivers in it, it would have broke apart. Matter of fact, I cut it off with a razor blade, and there's even some spots where, yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but like right here, it's just so brittle, you know, it just cracked away. Even a little chip right here, you know. So you know, you can't bang on it or twist it or try and pry it off. It's not like rubber that we're used to, you know, like this brand new one. You know, you can bend and twist this all you want. You bend and twist this, you're going to crack it to pieces. So that's what we do. We put a slit on it. What I was going to do, I'm going to let me put this on here for you. It goes this way. Where does it? Yeah. All right, there you go. I'm liking that, huh? Yeah, so what I was going to do is I was going to put on with some construction, some PL construction adhesive, and or maybe silicone or something. You know, but I decided not to. I'm going to go with this contact cement. And I know how this stuff, when this is dry, it's you can't get it off. So I cleaned out the inside of that and cleaned this off. So I'm going to use that contact cement, put it on there, and it should be good to go. So there you go. Better than new, huh? I'm liking it. I'm going to glue that. I'll move on to something. Maybe we'll move on to the jack shaft, huh? It's a good idea. I appreciate all the comments, everybody's suggestions and everything. But like I say, with the condition of that, that's 44-year-old rubber. You know, if I had used any other suggestion other than just put a slit down it and hide it on the bottom, I would have had to buy new ones anyway, so. It is what it is. Alright. Alright. He said we make a jack shaft for these little brackets here. But before I do that, I'll give you a little update where we're at. Move the magic hammer here. Here's one of the front springs. I cleaned it up pretty good. I was going to paint it silver, you know, and it would look okay, but I broke down and I bought a set of brand new chrome ones. I got a pretty good deal on them. They're about the same, you know, they're the same width, you know, which is really critical. That makes the difference right there. But these here are a little bit stronger. You know, this one here you can actually push down and stuff. Whoops. Sorry about that. This one's a little stronger, but and it's actually a 1/4 inch higher, but you know, that don't matter. You'll never see it. So they'll look good and they'll work good too. They should, just because they're stronger, you know, they'll, especially with a heavier guy on there, they'll work just as well. And what else? Oh yeah, look what we got. We got a seat for it. Had some guy make this. Did a nice job. And get a better view over here. Get back. It'll look okay. What else? Oh yeah, we got the steering head up here. I'm going to replace the bushings on it, and I was going to replace them with these. You know, these are standard bushings. They're actually pretty good. They're well made. These are made in China, but they're not identical. You see the other one sticks up a little bit, and this one here is like flat. I would have had to put a washer in there, which was no problem, and use that. But I was at a show, and some guy had these for $1, so these are actually the ones that belong in there. So I put them in there. They're actually not as well made, but it's only steering. You know, there's really no load or anything there. And most mini bikes only have nylon bushings in there, and these actually have ball bearings. So China, Taiwan. I take the China ones any day. These are pretty well made. You actually feel them how nice they are. These here are subpar, but that's what's going on there. Okay, let me get my other stuff here ready, and I'll show you what we're going to do with the jack shaft. All right, here's what we're going to do. Is the jack shaft. It's just these two things here. You know, a lot of them just have washers on here with a, I think that's an 1 3/8 hole. But this one actually actually the company, these are original. They actually made plates to hold the bearings. So what we're going to do is take 2 of these bearings. I think, like I said, they're 1 3/8 on the outside, 5/8 in the middle, and we got to press them in there. I'm going to clean it up a little bit because it's rusted, but you don't want them loose. You want to have to be able to press them in there so that just the inside bearing spins. But this is what I was waiting on here. Let me get this out of the way here. These are the parts I was waiting on. The sprockets. Here's a small. I think it's a 12 tooth, and I think this might be a 21. And then 2 little end caps or shaft collars to hold everything in place. So I was waiting for them. I had everything else in stock. Actually, here's what we're going to be using. This is 5/8 shaft with a 3/16 keyway in it, which is standard. You get these, you get it pretty cheap on the internet, but I just happen to have a piece, and that's what we're going to use. And some 3/16 key stock. We had that. So that's all we're going to need. Alright, let me lay it out for you and show you how it goes together.